Hello friends, this is a course navigation video for our personal finance course. I hope you're going to watch this. This will really give you a great guideline of how to get the most out of this course in the short amount of time that we have. So as you always come here, this is the welcome page. This is where this video is housed. And of course, that's just the overview video. When you get to the welcome page, come to your syllabus. Everything should be right here for you. So here we are. This is my information. I work both for the Connect campus of Tarrant County College, which is our fully online campus, and I'm also housed on the Northeast campus, where I teach face-to-face classes. And so if you ever need to know where I am, well, that's where I am. Wanda Moore is the Dean of Business for the Connect campus. If you're ever having a problem, more of with the site or something that I could not answer, that is a contact for you. But basically, I think I can get everything done for you. Just so you know, there's a administration chain if you ever need that. Email, always the best way to contact is email. And I have like 3 different email accounts, and the best one for you to use is actually right on your Canvas site that you're on now. When you go to, I believe it is People, that's where you can email right in here, or your email in here, your inbox. Just email your instructor for the course, that's me, and it pops up on my phone, and I always can get it. And that's the great way to find me. If you ever are on Northeast Campus and you want to make up an appointment, again, you can call, and then that's my office right there in FAC 1107. That's the faculty building on Northeast Campus, which is directly across from the library. The textbook we are using is a great one, and it is by Kapoor de Blay Hughes, Personal Finance 14th edition. If you do have an option, now the textbook is automatically in your McGraw-Hill Connect, so it's going to be ready for you on the first day of class. It's a great textbook. I would definitely suggest, if you could find one online, a hard copy, or you can actually buy one right from that site. Now, you don't have to for the course, but once the course is over, that's the one problem, I think, with the ebooks, is you don't get access to it once the course is over. And a hard copy, it's just one of the best personal finance books out there, and I've used it for almost 20 years now. And I think it's just that good, and it's always updated to the most recent codes for IRS, for retirement, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Good book, and I'll show you how to access that through this video. These are our learning objectives. As I have said, my friends, from the first video, I think this is one of the most important courses you ever take. And here's why. This course is all about you. This is not a typical history or government course where you just learn mundane facts. And, I love the 2 courses there, but hey, this is all about you and your money and how you can make that grow, how you can better manage it. And it's just that important. Yes, financial goals, personal money management strategy, credit, understanding of how to get rid of debt, how to purchase things. We live in a 24/7 economy. Now, I teach more than personal finance. I teach marketing and business principles, and lots of games being played. And the biggest game online is to get your money, isn't it? Hey, buy this. You need it. Hey, that can be fun, and you should reward yourself for working hard. But let's see what we can do in the financial world to make our finances better. Any money we save today means money in the future for us. So yeah, how to buy homes, car buying, how to invest in retirement strategies. You can be 18 years old taking this class, maybe even younger, or you could be in your mid-20s and said, retirement, man, that's a long way away. It's going to come a lot faster than you think, and you can do things in the decade of your 20s to make that retirement so much nicer down the road, and they're just small things. So those are learning objectives. That is why I believe this will be your most important course, because it's you. The amount of time and effort you put into this course will directly benefit you 10, 20, 30, 40 years in the future. If you just took this course to be a quick elective and you don't really, it's just a quick course and you don't do much, well, then you probably are not going to find those great benefits 10, 20, 30 years in the future. You'll just pass it through. And hey, I get it, but I hope this course is something you put a lot of effort into just because it's going to help you. Student expectations. Okay, you can read through the semester. The syllabus here. I just caught this. This is a short summer semester. You do need to work very efficiently and effectively. We have about 1 week per each unit, maybe a week and a half. It's a 4-week semester class. And so, which is good. We can get it done fast, but just be prepared to, really intensify your studying and the way you would get to a class. There's not those first 3 or 4 weeks you can kind of chill in a long semester. You have 5 minutes to chill in a summer semester, and then we get on with it. So there we go. You're chilling right now, and you're about to hit it once you start this course. Again, if you can spend some time each week, it's going to pay off for you, my friends, not just in the course. It will in the course as well, but certainly for your future. We'll talk about late work. Because it's a short semester, procrastination is never your friend, even if it were whatever semester we're in, but this is a summer semester. So I have things outlined for you. Late work just really cannot be accepted in the short semester because we got to grade and get going. But I do have a policy because you're going to ask me, so here it is. We have low-level and high-level assignments in this course. So we have some discussion boards and quizzes. They are all going to be open on the first day of class. They range from 10 to 25 points. These are non-negotiable assignments because I do have them all open on the first day. If you miss one, let's save ourselves time from trying to ask, can I get an extension? Just go to the next discussion board or the next thing that you have to do. All right? Boom. We go on to the next one. We do have some high-level assignments in this course that are really going to help you. I have written projects, and again, the written projects are questions that 70% of Americans simply have no idea how to answer, and they're all about personal finances. And so we're going to answer those questions, and the book is a fantastic resource. It'll be our main resource for that. So I will allow those up to 24 hours past the due date. There will be a 10% late penalty. But, I want you to get that done. That's where you're going to do your learning. I also have a financial health assessment for you as we start out this course. So there we go. There's late work. Here's some tech requirements. I have seen most students are good on this, but there's always some students who don't think they think they can do everything on their phone. That's not going to work in this class. I don't think it works in any online course. So your technology assignment requirements, there's a tech statement. You need a good computer, be it a laptop or a desktop or both. You always need to have internet access. Some students want to take a quick vacay. Hey, I'd love to take a quick vacay myself. And then they're going to say, oh, well, I didn't have internet access, so can I turn it in late? Let me answer that question for you now. Now, there you go. All right, it's done. Your responsibility, if you want to take this class in Hawaii, please send me some cool pictures, or at least put them up there, how great a time you're having. But make sure you have internet access wherever you go. That's pretty regular right there. That's nothing big. We have Microsoft Office. Please download that. We're going to be doing things in Microsoft Word, and we provide it free. Probably already have that right now, but get that done. We do have assignments that are in a PDF form. So download the free Adobe Acrobat Reader. Okay, and that's free. You can download it right there and put that on. If you have the Adobe Creative Suite, well, fantastic. I would suggest that's a great investment as somebody who teaches in the business field and someone who is always on advisory committees and talking to people who are hiring in the business field. You're going to need to be able to really do good work and showcase that work. So if you have the Adobe Creative Suite, I think there are some student discounts. It's definitely worth it, but that's free right there. Adobe Acrobat, the first assignment is a financial health assessment, and it's a fillable form, but you're going to need to do that in Adobe Acrobat, and it's free. And also the assignments that I have will be in Adobe Acrobat, and then you can get that into a Word file. There we go. There we go. There's your tech. This is personal finance. Yes, we're going to look at spending and purchasing. Here is one thing that I would definitely recommend for any student, especially if you're just starting your collegiate journey. Get the best tech you can. Even if you have to go into a little bit of debt on that, because it's just going to pay off. The cheap tech, the computers that are very almost free, they just don't tend to be very powerful. So that's the one thing I think you should splurge. Instead of buying that car that's so great, that's going to basically depreciate in 4 or 5 years and be worth very little, buy the best tech you can and utilize that. That's just going to help you so much in all of your college, and then when you get into the workforce. Student conduct, this is an online class. We will do discussion boards. Please, let's treat everyone with the utmost respect. That's all we are right there. Finances are personal, and we may have some personal ideas on there, but as we get into our discussion boards, I think you're going to find that's some of the great learning from each other. I learn from you all the time. I never thought of that. It was a student who got me hooked into Acorns, which is a great online app put on your phone that you can start investing. You can start doing retirement funding. And I've been hooked for 5 years on that, as well as Robinhood. And I wouldn't have even thought of that years ago. Now I use it every day, and I hope I can get you to use those as well. So yeah, the discussion boards going to be great learning for all of us. Plagiarism. All right, these are written projects that we do have. So we do live in the world of AI. I have screen recordings that you need to watch for the projects before you take them and start working on them. It's going to help you so much of how to write, format, and submit them. But this is a non-AI class right in here. Maybe soon we'll have some different AI in here. I mean, you can use it for a lot of different areas, but the book will be your main source. So Turnitin can catch AI. Friends, I can catch AI very quickly. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to catch you on that. So we are forewarned is forearmed. Anything that has plagiarism with a 50% match or more on Turnitin, as well as using the AI, it's not going to be good for any of us. So let's utilize some good research that we're doing, and we'll go from there. Again, I have an excellent video for you to get your projects done, because I want you to do very well on these and really do the research to understand. And the research is in the book, so I mean I've got it laid out for you even by chapter by chapter. So we're going to be good in that area. Course grades, here we are in a fast summer course. We have an orientation quiz, 25 points. I gave you 25 points right off the bat for doing that, so you're already an A+. We have a financial health assessment. Great tool just to see where anybody is. I do have it set up as a case study because many of us are not in the financial position to answer the questions, which means we don't have assets of homes and cars and retirement accounts. But I have a case study set up for you and a video to walk you through that. When you do that, then you can work on the assessment is yours. It is in a PDF fillable form, which means you can use it over and over. You can help your parents out. You can help yourself. And it gives you the gauges of your financial health. Great place to start. We have 3 module quizzes, so we have 3 modules in the course. Each has a quiz. We have our 5 discussion boards. We have our written projects. Again, I have something that will go, don't be freaked out about those. You'll be able to understand them very well once you see them. There were 200 points a piece. That's 600 points. And so the total right there is 790 points for the course. And these are our grades right in there. This is the course organization. These are the each resource, and I'll show you that in the modules. I give you a lot of supplemental material there that you can have. Here's what I call the course organizer or course assignments, and here's where we are. So right off the bat, on Wednesday, you've got a orientation quiz. Now, you could be taking this course in a different summer semester, so it may be a Wednesday, maybe a Thursday, but this is the course. I'll always have an updated course organizer, course assignments for the current semester you're in. We may be taking in the summer too. It's going to look just a little bit different. So I don't want to get too specific on each date, but there are assignments right in here. So the discussion board, the financial health, a quiz, a project. These are going to be your due dates. And you'll check the course organizer during the summer you're in. If you're in a summer too, well, these would all say July versus June. Great. Module 2. This is the culture of debt. So we're planning our personal finances. We get a good basics of how to set a budget going forward, understanding taxes a little bit, and the actual, all the things of your financial plan. You're starting to get it together. Then we go into how to eliminate debt and how to do good purchases like a car or a home. And then we finish the course with investments and completing your financial plan. Do I need insurance? Well, yeah, you do. You're going to mitigate risk. Do I need to start thinking about retirement at any time? Well, if you're breathing and you're listening to me, yes, there you go. You should start thinking about that right now. Even if I don't have that first full-time job yet, the big professional job, that's okay. You can still save money. So there we are. So that's your course list right there, your assignment list and due dates. Attendance in an online course, please read through that. I hope everyone does very well on the course. That's my goal for you. If you miss a lot of assignments and you've taken courses at Tarrant County College before, you could be dropped. I will always have one student, maybe two, who never log into the course. I don't know why, but you paid for it. Here's the thing. You paid for the course, either your own money, your financial aid, your scholarship, your veteran benefit. Maybe his mom and dad said, hey, we want you to take a class. Therefore, I'm not going to drop you. That is your responsibility. If you want to drop, it's very easy. You can go right on my TCC track and get that done. You can always go see an academic advisor on any of the campuses, or even chat with one on Connect if you ever need to drop. But I don't do it, so I just want you to know that, because several students over the years have said, hey man, how come you didn't drop me? I never showed up. Well, wasn't my money. It's yours, and that is your profit. All right. Communication for the course. Email is going to be great. Please check your email on a daily basis. Check the course announcements. They will always be emailed to you, and you will tell you, again, I try to let you know when upcoming due dates are, but you've just seen the course organizer, and that does give you a great idea of where the due dates are going to fall, exactly where they're going to fall. So, good. If you email, I'm happy to read it. I will respond as soon as I can. It's probably going to be a 24-hour response. And if a student emails on a Friday afternoon, more than likely it will be the Monday morning that I answer that. So I answer it during business days, with the traditional business days of Monday through Friday. When you do, please state the specific question you have. Let me know exactly what class you're taking with the section number on it. I do teach multiple courses, and many times I get an email saying, hey dude, what about this one? And I said, okay, I got no idea. It's going to take me a while. The easier it is for me to read and to look at your question, the faster I can get to you. And that's what I want to do. So as your instructor, I want to do this. I'm going to give you the great notes, and I have lecture videos for you. I'm going to respond as fast as I can within 24 hours on Monday through noon Friday. Anything after noon Friday will be answered the next Monday. I'll give you those written projects. I'm going to grade them fast and give you the feedback within 5 days after the due date. Generally, it's going to be faster than that for the first two. I'm going to monitor your discussion boards and provide you to get you through this course, group emails and announcements. So, let's breathe. Yeah. So we've gone through 20 minutes of a video real quickly here, and that's usually the hardest parts. And some of us are saying, man, this class is going to kill me. I'm going to drop right now. Don't do that. It's not going to kill you. It's going to make you stronger. All right? It definitely is going to make you stronger in finances. So relax. All right. Frankie Goes to Hollywood said relax. Remember, this class is not completed in one day. Rome was a 565-year empire, so we don't have to complete everything in one day. The best way to succeeding in college, and I think the best way to succeed in life, is to keep what is directly in front of you in vision, in the viewpoint. That's it. So, usually you have a discussion board to look at. You work a question a day on your written project. That's going to be easy, and I have the chapter where you need to look at it, and then you work on that quiz. On the quizzes, I give you 3 attempts. 3 attempts. I take the highest grade. I want you to learn it. I want you to understand the finance. I'm not trying to trick you here, my friends. I'm trying to make it to where you can come out of this course feeling good about where you're going. There we go. 1 question a day, and you're going to be pleased. Again, I put this, and I don't say this with an ego or arrogance. I really say this in humility. I just think this is the most important class you take in your college career. It's about you, and you're never going to find another course like this about you and your future and your money. When we build positive relationships with money, become proactive, we have an emergency fund building, we a healthy score, a healthy credit score, which means we're going to pay the lowest interest rate for any debts that we have. Start eliminating, the consumer debt and investing systematically in our future. I think you're going to have a feeling of contentment with your finances. Now it's going to take a while, but when we set those building blocks, should make us a financial peace. So, very quickly as we move on, now I am looking from my point of view, not the student view, because I have some things locked up in here. So, if I go to my McGraw-Hill Connect, all right, let's just get the book right there. So, as we look at this, good. Got it all set up. You're going to go to your section. You will put your TCC email in. I have contacted McGraw-Hill Connect. It should be all set up. If for any reason it says you need to pay for this book, that tells me on McGraw-Hill's end something was not unlocked. You can email me and said, Professor Saleh, the McGraw-Hill book is asking me to pay for it. Then I can contact McGraw-Hill and they will fix it. In that meantime, when it asks you to pay, and hopefully it will not, but we're looking at fail-safes here, what you do is click on a 2-week free trial. They always offer that. That's the workaround. You click a 2-week free trial, then you email me and said it was asking me to pay, so I clicked the 2-week free trial. I contact McGraw-Hill Connect, and they fix it from there, and we should not have a problem. So, there we go. Hopefully, it will look like this. I do not have assignments on here. It's just for the book. So what we all would do is come right there, and there's your book. So again, I am looking at it from my point of view. A student view may be a little different, but what you want to do is launch the ebook. And there we go. All right, and then there is your table of contents from chapter 1. We're going somewhat straight through, but your first ones are chapters 1 through 5 right in here, and they're very easy to read. Do a quick scan through this. Again, don't think of this as a government course where you're reading just monotonous information. That's not going to do you anything for your career. You think of a course that's going to say, oh, okay, the time value of money, a little bit of career planning in here, and then here, let me get that one more time there. You'll see all the sub-chapters right in here, the process. Now that's going to be one of our questions in the first assignment, and so there it is, and there we go right in here, how to make some plans. So that is your book. It is very good. If you definitely want to, I think it will tell you where you can buy the book for like $50, and it will send it to you. Again, that's just if somebody wants to do that. You don't have to, or you can find a copy online and cheaper on eBay or Amazon. The philosophical viewpoints will still be there. It's a great book. Back here, okay. So there's your book. Good to go. And then of course our modules. So the orientation quiz is right here. In fact, that is ready to go before the semester starts. And it's basically, you've read the syllabus, you have read the welcome page, you've seen these 2 videos. I am good to go for this course. And I give you 25 points. You start off with an A+. Here is the planning, Unit 1. We go to Unit 2 and Unit 3. All units are going to be organized very quickly, very similarly. When you plan your personal finances, there we go. So I usually give you a little header right in there. I give you a checklist. These are some ideas, things you're going to need to do. And then here's your deliverables right in here. Again, orientation quiz, discussion board, financial health assessment, quiz 1, project planning, personal finance. So now this happens quick, my friends, but these are not hard to do. So let's get them done. The days on a daily basis. If you wait until the last minute to complete assignments, I think you find yourself in Dante's 5th circle of hell, which is anger. Because you think, man, I could have done a lot better job, or I could have really soaked up this information, but I waited till the last minute and I'm just kind of guessing around and just trying to get through it. Again, it's going to help you think of your future self in 10 to 20 years. That's how this course can help you, as I don't think a whole lot of other courses can. You can go right through. Here are my videos. So I know you're loving my voice right now and you like what you see. So I have videos if I were doing a lecture. So they are PowerPoint screen videos, and I think they will help cement the information. If you're doing a quick read through, many students have their book open and they kind of do a quick read through with the video, however you'd like to. But I do go over all the topics that we are in. So it's basically like I'm lecturing you personally there on personal finance, and it goes through every subheading of this unit. So we go into planning, we go into career planning, we go into your finances, we go into taxes, and we go into financial systems, and that is what you would do in the first unit. And then again, you can hit this next button, and there are notes. Go ahead and just download those. Those are for you. Okay, I've got those for you right in there. Keep hitting next, and we probably have some really good websites right in here that I tend to use a lot. There you are. And then our first discussion board. All right, here we are. Give us your name, the college degree you want to attain. You do not need to be a business major for this course. It does transfer to all major universities. It is now part of an elective as the AA in business. So all that's great, but I have as many non-business majors take this course: liberal art, healthcare, engineering, just because, hey, I hope you make a lot of money and be a little bit better with that. So what's your college degree? Where would you like to go? Tell us who you are, what your dream job would be. I love that. It's great career development. If you woke up tomorrow, what would you be doing in your dream job? That's a good way to do career exploration. And you can also knock off things you don't want to do. What do you hope by taking this course? All right, what's the first song on your favorite playlist? So if you went to your favorite playlist, what would be yours? Mine would be Reelin' in the Years by the great group Steely Dan. What's your favorite movie? Okay, these are just some questions that we can kind of get to know each other. It could be a superhero movie. That was all the rage in from the aughts to the teens. I don't know so much about the 20s, but mine's going to be Deadpool 1 and 2. There we are. You have a $4,000 gift card. Probably should increase that to inflation. 24 hours to spend it. You can't buy anything but the best tech. What's the best tech you're going to buy? Is it a tablet? Is it a camera? Is it a gaming device? Again, some of these are questions that you'll actually find on different interviews that you go through in life. They're just trying to see, what do you like? When you post your topic, you reply, and this is how the discussion boards work. You reply to at least 2 other students. So each one of these is 10 points. You have 5 of them, so it's 50 points. How to get the 50 points? 6 points for yours, and you need at least 150 words for your responses, and at least 75 words on your responses to your students. I need at least 2 responses. So 6 for you, 2 for one, 2 for the other, total of 10 points, 50 points during the semester. I hope you engage in these. This is a fun one to begin with, but this is where you really learn different techniques, because you're doing things right now to save money. You're doing things, what are you going to think about in this situation? So we really get to learn from each other, and love that. The next one on here, I have a video. Again, you do need Adobe Acrobat Reader. You're not going to turn any assignment. You're not going to do a screenshot. You're not going to write it out, take a picture and send it to me. That's going to be a 0. Okay, this is I like to think of it, you're in a professional job and you're submitting assignments, you're submitting project back to your boss or to a VP. That's the quality of work. This is a great one. Again, it's just where we stand off in our finances. I've got the project there, so always watch the videos first, because I show you exactly how to do it, and then download the project and you'll understand. And here is the information that you would need to do that project. It's very simple, and it's very effective, and it's very revealing. The 3 gauges of health that we look at in our personal finances. And again, if you're young, then you can do it for your parents. If you have sizable assets, you can kind of see where you are. It's just an assessment. Doesn't mean we're good, doesn't mean we're bad. It's just, where are we at this stage in life? That's for the first unit. There's your quiz. Again, 25 questions, 25 points. And here is the biggest assignment. Watch the video first. This video will help you on, it's the same for all 3 assignments. And again, once you watch that, you're going to know how to do, you're going to know how to format this. There's my AI stance again. I know it's so seductive just to put this in Chat GPT. But my gosh, we can train monkeys now to do that and throw it out at you. But you'll go through the book and find those answers and write them in your words, and it's going to cement into your brain. There is the project. So again, these are PDFs that you download and you start working it from there. And there's also a rubric. But I say all of that in the great videos. Also have an extra video, because we go through Turnitin, and if you want to see your Turnitin report, which needs to be well under 50%, when I see one over 50, it colors it like a dark red, and I basically say, hey, clean this before I grade it, clean it up, and we need to get that done. So there you are. Let's turn it in. 200 points. That is how the course rolls through. And then, of course, after planning personal finances, then we go to culture of debt, and then we go into investing as well, and finishing up our financial plan. That in itself is a nutshell of the course. I hope that helps you to be able to navigate just a little bit easier, a little bit better as you go through. Now that you've watched the video, and you've watched hopefully both of them, take a breath, do that orientation quiz, and then start through the assignments. Remember, the assignments are going to be for you, and they're going to really help you throughout your career and your life. Thank you for taking the class. I hope you're really going to enjoy it. You know how to contact me. Let's make it a great summer semester.